Hey everybody, Bottom here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 20 of the Speedrun Challenge with the Doomsday Cult. So we left off with a pending 3 Lancers coming in to come try to kill us. They're going to get destroyed. A little bit of a spoiler. Oh, wow, we blew off the wall. A little bit of spoiler, yeah, they're going to get popped. Even if I'm going to run out of slug turret. Everyone else is asleep peacefully. These, I'm really liking uranium mini turrets. They are tough. They are tough indeed. I'm sort of curious if there's anyone I can wake up to come assist in the shooting. The slug turret is now not operational. Let's see. I can kill 1 or 2 of these guys by just turning off the turrets and let them walk in through the wooden traps. But I might as well do as much damage as I can, because repairing turrets is pretty inexpensive. I'm just making sure that they don't get destroyed. Alright, Lulu, JD, I might need to wake you up for this. I'm sorry. Trying to give you a good night's sleep after all those reactor raids, but these turrets are getting damaged and I don't want them to short circuit. That'd be a real waste. Now, of course, we can't outrange the Lancers. Their range is our range. What we can do is shoot at them a little bit, piss them off, take a little cover. Whoa, that one was close. And do what kind of damage we can, minimizing our exposure to shots. Oh, shoot frenzy's over. Alright, here comes Mr. First Lancer. I don't really want to spend time defending against this, these Lancers, honestly. So, what I'm going to do is make that closed and don't shoot me. Drag the Lancers through the traps. Maybe taking pot shots. Oh no, Mr. Lancer, where are you going? Really? Really now? You'd rather blow up a battery than attack little old me? Fine. How's that battery? I'm going to risk getting a shot. The light analyzer of that Lancer was already pretty much destroyed, so. Alright. Bubbaloo. You are very well rested. Win, you're almost ready to get back up. Nice. Oh, double trouble. Alright, we are done with that. Y'all can go back to sleep. Making sure that that mood doesn't decrease. JD, you recently were insulted quite a bit, so I wonder how that affected your relationship. Win is definitely not the greatest repairer, but she'll get the job done eventually. Bubbaloo's back on the plasteel. And now it is a rush against the clock to get this ship constructed before, well, before we all burn up in a blaze of explosions and hellfire. That sounds fun, right? So those mechs were the very, very last of the reactor raiders, and now we should be not constantly besieged. I'm hoping. Let's go ahead and smelt weapons. I'm going to smelt really any weapon. I don't really care what I smelt. We'll do this forever. I will forbid the sniper rifle just in case we need it. And we'll smelt everything else that we possibly can. JD is filling up these engines. Actually, all 3 engines are now full of steel. I'm going to forbid everything else and work on these engines. Bubbloo going for a walk. All right. I highly advise you not to walk towards corpses. Which is my 2 cents. When we smelt weapons, you can go ahead and drop the steel. No one's going to care where you put it. Alright, at this point, I am going to start deconstructing things that we can use for ship construction with JD. So, I'll probably keep... Well, actually, I don't think I need any additional advanced components. I think we're all set with those. So I think it's just regular components. But even with that said, I don't want to break down anything that I'm going to end up needing in the long run. So I'm going to try to minimize my damage, my salvaging damage to the base. Alright, so JD, I want you on deep drill. There's really not a lot of construction materials to construct with. Let's get uranium first and foremost. I'm going to forbid the slug turret because I don't want to bother rearming it unless I absolutely need to. Whoa, that was not a lot of uranium, buddy. So we need 70 per... Oh, thank you, Mr. Rat. 70 uranium per engine. JD really prefers to construct over mine, so I'm going to reduce the construction priorities here. Lulu's breaking down mechs, which is useful, helpful, productive. Win is smelting weapons. I'm just going to pretty much allow every steel weapon around. She's not much of a miner, and she never will be. But what she can do is go ahead and melt down whatever weapons are out here for steel to be turned into a ship. It's kind of funny how that works. We're literally turning our raiders' stuff into ship parts. I love it. And as you can see, the steel is definitely adding up. Lulu, you are... Oh, there's one more mechanoid, isn't there? Now, I did get the question of why am I not removing the wealth of the raiders? The simple fact of the matter is the raiders aren't worth very much. I know that seems crazy, but all of those raiders, all of their weapons, all of their gear are worth about the same as like a jade poker table. I actually did the math when I was asked that last time. So this is what? Regular components? How many regular components are we going to need? We actually might not need that many. Looks like we need 16, 20... No, actually, we really don't need any regular components. So I'm going to make this my last one. And we can entirely focus Lulu on mining. Acquiring resources for... no. Don't do stone cutting anymore either. And production, deep drill. You are going to be mining. Got to use some steel to get some steel. You know how it is. All right, 3 drills for 3 miners. I think that's probably a nice ratio. Win is still smelting weapons. Babloo mining up a storm. So the first checkpoint is... Let's get the reactors up first. I feel pretty good now that I survived those reactor raids. feel like this is accomplishable. There was Wake Up out here, wasn't there? Yes. I'm going to have Bubbaloo take some Wake Up. He is our best miner. And I want to be careful about not getting a drug addiction, of course, but a little extra zip under my wings will definitely help us get to our goal, I think. Alright, so Lulu and JD, we're going to skip a night's sleep. So you are smelting weapons. You know, I want you mining. JD should be automatically... Oh, yep, he's mining. Where'd Bubbaloo go? Bubbaloo is also mining. Good. Everyone's mining. I'm not sure I trust Bubbaloo next to Lulu. He's going to get handsy. Maybe he won't. So another thing I'm going to need to do is to find a node of gold. Maybe not, actually. We might actually have enough gold for everything. No. We need 70 gold for this computer core. We only have 68. Ow, that hurts. Literally not enough gold by one. And then, of course, the worry is... Alright, here's my concern is the possibility of infestations inside the base. So wind is going to mitigate that a little bit by bringing one of these turrets south. Alright, that mitigates that. Winnie, let's get you melting more weapons for steel. I'm keeping an eye on my uranium, because pretty soon we're going to be able to construct our first ship reactor. I'm going to have Wind start feeding it materials. Yep, that is what we need for the first ship reactor. Why did I think I didn't need any more advanced components? Was I maybe just delusional? No, we just brought over, okay, we brought over a whole bunch in this delivery. I understand now. Alright, is there anything for Wind to long distance haul? I'll go grab these regular components. I'm not exactly sure that they're going to be needed, but can't hurt to have them, I suppose. And we're also waiting on a considerable amount of plasteel. That is another big bottleneck. Win, what are you doing? You are standing around. God, I wish I was like Superman and I could X-ray vision into the mountains and find some rare resources that way. It's just not how it works, though, is it? Alright, instead of going for a walk, I might have her clean up corpses or just keep smelting weapons. Probably just keep smelting weapons. Now, I don't need too much uranium. Let's see. I need 20 up here. I need 140 down there. So I will probably end up getting enough uranium pretty soon. And I'll have to keep an eye on that. Alright, I'm going to start delivering resources to everything else now, while everyone mines. That saves a lot of other people the footwork. Okay, so we have pretty much everything that needs advanced components delivered. So we have 3 advanced components left over. No, is that true? Yeah, that's actually true. Awesome. Okay, I don't care about rat corpses. Win, how about you wake up? Everyone else took a dosage, so that's your dosage. And we are going to... We've hauled all the steel. I want to have you keep delivering, but she's not wanting to. What's your mining is at 0. Yeah, she shouldn't even mine. Out of the question. Out of the question. Alright, she can, however, clean up a lot of rock rubble that's making the base gross to work in. Because that affects moods, and we really don't need any mental breaks. Especially this late in the game. That'd be critically bad. Alright. And I think what I'm going to do is copy the settings of marble and blocks and paste them here. We really don't need to be hauling metals too far from the base. And Win's only ability to make resources... Actually, you know what? That's not true. I do need some gold. Let's go ahead and have Win take the drill and scout for gold. Or plasteel, because I'm going to need some plasteel as well. Now that all the miners are asleep, that's probably a good thing to use her for at this hour. Alright, so this is more uranium, not going to be needed. Let's try this. This is more likely to be gold. The other place more likely to be plasteel. Alright, this is plasteel. Okay, well that's useful to know. I'm going to start delivering the cabling. Lulu is melting down weapons. JD, you're mining up a storm. We've got 75, 25, so we have 100 uranium out now. We definitely need a little bit more. Planetkiller coming in 14 days, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Oh boy. Alright, Mr. JD, I'm going to have you work on this conduit. So we can have more plasteelers. Plasteel is probably my biggest bottleneck at this point. I'll find the gold node, but I just need to mine a hell of a lot of plasteel before I get off this rock. It's too bad I can't taunt the... Alright, I'm tired of prioritizing stuff. I'll just have you make construction temporarily your biggest priority. Uh-oh. Social fighting is not good because it will take people out of action. Now, hopefully... Yeah, she really was the only one that got hurt. Which is good, because she's the least useful. I know that sounds terrible, sounds mean, but it is true. I should have just built the cable around that tree. I didn't really see that tree. That was an absolute waste of my time, but whatever. Win, you are going to be denied bed rest. You're just going to have to heal up the slow, old-fashioned way. Okay, so this plasteel drill is all set. I think I'm going to have Win dig some graves so we don't end up having to see nasty corpses. Rotting corpses on anyone. Alright, Win, let's make you happy first. Okay, and then dig some graves. Now I don't want to get more uranium than I need, so I'm trying to keep an eye on that. We haven't really delivered any, though, yet. Blue's mining. JD, we are going to put you back to mining. Getting all that plasteel. Let's put these corpses away. And then get slagging. Ambrosia Sprout, really don't care. So 140, 160 uranium. That's our target. All right, she's gonna need some stress relief. Hopefully being well rested and comfortable will help her mood, because she is moody. I don't blame her though. Okay, so we have enough plasteel for this engine. Actually, you know what, JD, I'm gonna have you start to make those 2 engines. We've got 13 days. I'd feel a little bit better with the engines actually constructed rather than just sitting there in unconstructed raw form. I don't think there's a chance of JD failing at 17 skill, but even still, I'd feel better if he actually made it. Okay, so that's 1. But rest. So 65 plus 20, 85 uranium is now the goal, the target. And we have really just 2 more or 3 more taps of uranium and we're good. Just tappy tap tap the uranium. You know what? You are hungry, but also very sour mood. Let's have you eat some jellies. And Ambrosia. I feel bad. She's the errand girl. Now I wanted to... Alright, Mr. Bubbaloo, let's finish up the uranium. I wanted to try to find gold. This could be gold. So Win, let's check that out. And we can always mine it by putting our battery out there, too. Rather than constructing cabling. It's temporary, but it will work. Please be gold. It's jade. Poo. Poo, poo, poo. This could be gold, but that's kind of annoying to mine because of the mud. This could be gold. Please don't be jade. That's you know, annoying. All right, 2 more taps of the uranium. I might want to get a little bit more uranium than that if I have time, just to make sure that if we get attacked, the slug turret has something to fire. But we might not have time. We are down to 13 days. Ooh, lucky me. Cranking away on the plasteel. I'm glad I found second plasteel though, because the original node I actually might have enough. I don't know. I haven't really... I'm not going to try to do the math. Alright, so Win set the drill up. It is jade again. Alright, fine. That's not likely to be gold there. I think the fastest way to do it here is... Oh god, there's so many corpses. I'm sorry, Win. I'm gonna have to make you haul... Oh god, there's so many corpses. I should, like, just take Flake, honestly. Given how many corpses there are here. Just be, like, extraordinarily high on Flake. Where are we going with the... Okay. Let's do a dumping stockpile here of corpses, too. Copy and paste. Because I don't need to be hauling it so far. Alright, that is enough uranium, I believe. I guess there's no point in moving all these corpses if this is in fact not gold. So what I'm going to do is Bubbaloo, or Lulu. Lulu, you're the happiest here. You are going to mine this and figure out if that stupid chunk is gold or not. And she's in a sad wander. That's my fault and to be expected. Bubbaloo, let's have you move the drill, the plasteel drill back to the plasteel node. Try to keep you all productive. So we're needing some plasteel here. The answer is Jade again. Seriously, game? You are trying to make an enemy out of me, aren't you? Lulu. Mine that. And this is going to be gold. It probably won't be. Ha! Yes! Eureka! Now I need to draw power to it. And we only really need a little bit of gold. We barely need any at all. We mostly need plasteel. So we need, well, let's see, about 95 plasteel there, and then it's mostly just steel, which is far easier to source for me. Why are you holding a giant stack of, we are constructing these like the stupidest way possible. Alright, JD, I don't have time for this. Build. Oh, some gutworms. Great. So now we're going to be hungry and in pain for the remainder of this this here series. Unless we manage to make bionic stomachs, which is, the likelihood of that is approximately approaching 0. I barely need any gold. I really just need to tap this like once or twice. You've already seen all the bodies, Lulu, so I'm going to make you haul a few. Okay, you're already stressed and in pain. We're having all our major breaks right at the end goal here. So who got gutworms? JD and Lulu. And we are yet at 12 days. Okay. Alright, Win. It's time to snap out. I know you got bit on the head by human teeth, but my ability to sympathize is decreasing. Alright, so he has the right idea. Just keep doing the plasteel. Same with Lulu. Wind's fully healed. Bubbaloo is going to dig at the gold. So I think I need, what, 74 gold? 4 for the cluster and 70 for the core. We have 68. So one portion of this is going to be enough, which seems crazy, but it's true. All right, and now back to plasteel. All that work for just a pocket full of gold. Hello, Mad Muffalo. Ooh, washing all the blood away. That's going to be nice. You won't hear me complaining. I'm pretty much going to ignore that problem. So 95. Go around. I'm right here. Stupid, stupid Muffalo. Yeah, you're not manhunted now. What are you doing with that corpse? Okay, so these tasks that Win is doing are not worth much. What I'm going to do instead is slag and weapon smelting. Don't care what the radius is. How much plasteel do we have? Enough for this yet? Almost. We have 54 out of the 95 or something like that. Alright, I think we're going to get more steel out of her if we just go for slag rather than weapons. And that is about all the time I have for this episode, guys. So I do think that the goal is obtainable. I do need a considerable amount of steel, but steel is actually pretty easy to source. I only need a few hundred of it, and we have probably about that locked up in the base. And the final stretch is really just constructing the ship. If you have any tips for me, I'm not sure what kind of tips you would provide at this rate, given how close I am to the goalposts. But drop me a line. If you like this series, please like, subscribe, share with friends, and I do hope that you tune in next time. Thank you all very much for watching. Adios.